I trust we have males in the class. Are the males going to go silent on me? Please don't do this to me.
Good evening.
Brother Tosin, thank you.
So
Please go ahead.
yeah, I'm Tosin by name. Yeah, I prefer Instagram because Instagram you can reach out to so many things. You can gain a lot on Instagram, and you can do more adverts and so many other things you can entail on Instagram. Personally, I make use of Instagram too, and I think I prefer Instagram to other social media. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Brother Tosin has successfully listed the benefits he derived from social media, especially Instagram. So I think Instagram is winning. Before I go, do we have anyone in the class who likes another platform apart from Instagram? Maybe yours is different. We have heard from people of Instagram. Do we have any Facebook fan, Twitter fan, any other one? If there's anybody who has a preference for other platforms apart from Instagram, please indicate. It's very important. Okay, if there is none, I will assume the whole class is voting for Instagram. So, I think we have been beaten by the same virus. That is the Instagram virus. Because I, the instructor myself, admires Instagram above all other platforms. But my reason is different from yours. And maybe that's where we start to look at things this night. My reason is because for Instagram, I make more money from Instagram than any other platform. That's my own reason. The reason everyone who has spoken for Instagram has given to us tonight is because they get more value from Instagram, they get more entertainment, they get more learning. But for me, I make more money from Instagram than any other platform. I run a business where I market my products on Instagram. And Instagram has given me so much money than any other social media platform. So that's why I like Instagram, even though I am now addicted to it. But my addiction is pardonable. That's why, because I generate income. So if you're not generating income from any of these platforms and you chose any of them as your favorite, it is time to rethink and see where things are going. So let's see if you can change that narrative this night. People have chosen Instagram. Let's define what social media is for a start. I need a volunteer to read what we have on the screen. And after you read, confirm to me if you agree with that definition or you have your own preferred definition. So I will call on Brother Gideon. Oh, was Brother Gideon the one who was on the way? If he is, let's pardon him and choose someone else. Sister Olubukola, please unmute your microphone. Read to us what is on the screen and tell us if you agree with that definition. Sister Olubukola Adegbite. Oh, she's on the road too. So how come I have a lot of my students on the road? Who else? Sister Oluwatosin, are you there?
Social media is digital technology that allows the sharing of ideas and information, including text and visuals, through virtual network and communities.
Thank you very much. Do you agree with that definition?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Do we have anybody with a dissenting opinion? If none, so social media is first digital and technological. Before now, people meet in social gatherings, at events, in the village square, in classrooms, in the market. Those are where people have opportunity to gather and discuss and engage as a social being. But with the advent of technology, people have been able to think of creating platforms where people from different devices across the world can come together and interact. You can see content and posts from different people. You can interact with people beyond your geographical location. You can share ideas with people. You can share information, including visuals, what you can see. I can see somebody in real time from Nigeria across the continent to Australia. Once the person has an internet connectivity and I have one here, you can always interact in real time. Not that I send a message, the person sees it and then replies. No, you can communicate in real time. That's what the visual, and then we can create communities of people. For example, where we are today, we have successfully created a community of people who are going to interact to achieve a common goal. That's unlocking the powers of social media. That's the goal of this session. And we have come together as a community to unlock that goal. So we have created a community out of social media already. So these are the things social media do and how individuals are able to engage on social media. So I take us to the past, where people interact in communities, people communicate in different communities with limitation. For example, this man on the screen, I think those of us who were in church the last time we did a short or summary of this presentation will see this same man. This man on the screen is using, it's a town crier. That's what they call them in those days. Some communities still have them to date in the rural areas. When the king wants to communicate something to the market, to the community, the king just sends out the town criers, maybe one or two. One takes one direction, the other takes another direction, and then they disseminate the community. In Yoruba land, they say, I don't know how to do it in Igbo land or in Hausa land or in other tribes who are here. But then in those days, every community or every ethnic group or tribe has a way of communicating with their home people in those days with traditional method. People converge in the town arena for meetings, communications, or emergencies are sent out through these people. And you can tell me, you can attest to it that there's limitation in who these people can reach. For example, anyone who is not around when this man cries will not get the full information. You will just get the information through ASA. You can't get direct access to information if you're not physically present in that location. So these are then people use radio or television adverts or newspaper adverts to communicate. If you do not have the resources to buy a newspaper, or you are not around when the radio advert is running, or you do not have power to see what was said on the television, you have missed the program totally, unless there is a replay. These are the limitations of of traditional methods of communication in those days. And that is what social media and internet has come to bridge. That's a gap created by tradition. And social media and internet has come to bridge that gap, such that if somebody posted something 3 days ago and you get access to your phone today, all you need to do is to go to the person's page and you will see posts from years ago. So there's no limitation to timing or to location, or the only thing that can limit you is internet. Once you have access to the internet, you can always access any information from the past, from the present, or a projection of the future, however it is. So that is a benefit that social media and the internet generally has over traditional methods of interaction and communication. I'm sorry, my slide is not the type that has too much words, because I have learned that people get to know, people get to retain what they hear more than what they read. So that is why you won't find many texts. I'm still going to send out this material to everyone to go through, but it's only going to serve as a guide. The main information is in what I say. Is that okay? So you will see a lot of pictures, few texts, and then a lot of explanations in the course of our conversation. So let's go ahead. There will be time for questions and interactions. So I will get there. Once I get there, I'll let you know, and then you can ask your questions if you have any. So let's move ahead to evolution of the social media platforms. Before now, I don't know if there's anyone here who in times past, there must be. My Facebook account has been in existence long before I have a mobile phone. Is there anyone here who also shares the same thing with me? I have registered Facebook long before I have a mobile phone. In the days of going to cyber cafes to face computer and then buy time at the cyber cafe and open a Facebook account. That time, Facebook was the hinting. If you don't have a Facebook account, you don't know what is involved. So, in fact, Facebook has been, I think, a year or two. And even the phone I use does not even have internet enablement. So I couldn't access Facebook through my phone. Even with the first phone I got, you still have to go to the cyber cafe to have Facebook, respond to friend requests, send messages to your friends, do all type of things, buy 1 hour. Out of the 1 hour, network may be very poor for 30 minutes or for even 45 minutes. The only meaningful time you're able to spend in the 1 hour is 15 minutes. And then if you have the money, you buy another 1 hour. Continue to chat with friends and respond to friend requests, post a lot of things, gather information, and then sign out and wait for the other day. This is what we used to have in those days. This was the primitive era of social media. What we had then too was social media, isn't it? It was, right? But then you can't compare the social media, the Facebook we had in 2006, 2007, to the Facebook we have in 2023, 2024. These platforms have evolved over time. So everything has become mobile. The larger percentage of those who access social media on a daily basis access them from their mobile phones. Only a few go to Facebook on laptops or desktops. For example, anyone here who has accessed Facebook or Instagram recently via desktop? Is there anyone here? Recently that you have logged into your Facebook or Instagram or Twitter via a desktop? I think apart from those who are actually running Facebook ads or doing more complex tasks on social media, we don't access our social media via desktops or PCs. We just do our mobile phones. And that is how billions of people across the world access social media. That is how people have accessed social media. A larger percentage of those who use social media have been using their mobile phones, right? So, and there is a trend to this. This particular point means something. It means you can now reach people in their palms. All they have to do is bring the phone out of their pocket. So people even don't put phone in the pocket. It's always on their hand. Somebody like me holds my phone throughout because there are certain notifications I must not miss. So I hold my phone almost anywhere at every point in time. So the phone has become so close to people even more than their partners. Your phone is even, somebody like me who do business on phone, it has become a part of us more than anything else, just like our shadow. Aside when there is power outage or we are in a place where we can't use phones like church, even in church, while I'm in the media room, for those who know me, I always have my phones with me, monitoring what is going on the church's social media platform as we are streaming live. So it has become a part of us. This simply means whatever information you put out there, people can get access to that information within seconds of posting it, within seconds. A lot of people who are on your following or who are in your community can see whatever it is you post within seconds. They don't have to buy time in any cyber cafe anymore. They don't have to go through any other rigmaroles anymore before they can access the information or interact with you on social media. As we are chatting, as we are training now, somebody can send you a message on WhatsApp and you go there to read it and send reply and still continue with the class. That is how close to us social media has become. Beyond the days when we go travel miles to maybe to the state capital of our different states to go and reach cyber cafe before we can access internet. So these are the trends that have come beyond what we used to experience in the past. These platforms have evolved over time, right? So what are the current trends on social media? I believe every one of us knows this guy on the screen. It's a very popular guy. If there's anyone on this platform who doesn't know this guy, please indicate if you don't know him. I'm not sure I will get one person who doesn't know him. Okay, so the current trends in social media is not, that title is not an error. When I'm talking about current trends, I'm not talking about current trends on social media. I'm talking about the current trends in the processes and the operations of social media. So what are these trends? The overview of the current trends, e.g. the short form video. In the past, people are limited to pictures mostly. Okay, somebody just told us the investor. Thank you very much. So you will notice now currently that short videos attract more viewership on social media than videos that are more than 1 minute. Everybody is fast-paced. Everybody is looking for something. Everybody just wants to scroll through. So if you are not capturing attention within few seconds of starting your short video, maybe you just scroll past. No matter how valuable the information you want to provide is, it has to be short. And the first few seconds matter. So that's the new trend. It has to be short. Once it is too long, people just get to one point and scroll and just scroll, no matter how valuable the information you are trying to share. It has to be extremely valuable for people to stay beyond 1 minute on your engagement. Or because you have created a community of people who are loyal to you and are very attracted to your offer, to your offers. So they want to stay long enough to see what you want to offer. But apart from that, short videos is a new trend. So much that even YouTube has created YouTube Shorts. Because YouTube realized that a lot of other platforms are taking away their viewers. So there must be a digital data analysis that has spoken to them that their viewership are reducing because other platforms like TikTok, like Instagram, like Facebook are taking away their audience because of short videos. So recently you realize that YouTube now has YouTube Shorts, both for cartoons for children, for comedy, entertainment, education, any type of video you want to watch on YouTube, there are shorts for it. Within 1 hour, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, they are very available now. So everybody is going shorter, everybody is going towards short. This has also taught us that no matter how much value you want to communicate, you can communicate it within a very short period of time. That is what it has taught us, because we now see valuable information being shared within 1 minute in videos, both with voices and infographics and text on the screen, several methods. People share valuable information within a very short period in a single video, especially on Instagram, the Reels. You see valuable information within very short minutes, and you have gathered value more than what you will gain in an hour-long video with a lot of unnecessary elongations. So people are now going short. And then people do live streaming, entertainment. All these things are on social media nowadays. Before, people go to nightclubs, people have to go to shows, you have to go to stand-up comedy shows, you have to go to different places before you can enjoy entertainment. But now it is right on your palm for free. You don't even have to pay anybody. The only thing you have to pay is your network provider for the data you are using. That's all. Live shows that people pay money to go and do, people now see them right on their phone without having to leave the corners of their rooms. That is what the world has become. Entertainment is now closer to us. People now go live. If you go to your Instagram now at this time, I'm sure you will find 1 or 2 people who are currently live doing different type of things. So these are the things that are taking up the social media space, including brand marketing. Every brand you know, the best type of example I like to use for branding are the banks. There is hardly any bank now that does not have social media handles. And what do? Some of them even do their, their customer service right on social media. Go to Twitter now. In fact, we can do an example, we can test it out here. Let me see. If you go to Twitter now and click on any bank, I'm sure you're going to see how they are responding to the complaints of their customers right there on Twitter. Almost all the banks do it now. Why? Before now, the first place people go to complain about any bank is Twitter. So they will downgrade your bank, say a lot of things about your brand over there on social media. And if you are not there to respond or clarify things, the lie or whatever it is they are saying about you will continue to fly. So all these brands have identified these things and then decide, okay, it's time for us to be there. If we are not there, then it means we don't have a brand. So even one of the first places to go find a business now is social media. once you hear about a name, before people go to Google now, social media has become the new search engine. Can people still hear me? Unmute your microphone and tell me that I am loud and clear. I need 2 people to confirm to me that I am still loud and clear and you are getting value. Before we go ahead.
You're still loud and clear.
Loud and
Thank you
clear.
very much. Thank you very much.
Loud and clear.
So, thank you very much. So, these are the new trends on social media, and these are what social media are used for. What we used to see on radio programs, television programs, where you invite the PRO of one particular organization to come to radio to talk about what is trending in the organization. Nobody goes to radio station anymore. All you have to do is just type 1 or 2 paragraphs on social media, and everything is cleared. You are going to reach more people than you will on radio, and doesn't cost too much. Type, put it out there, and phew, it's gone. So these are the benefits social media has introduced to our people. And then brand marketing. People market products on social media so much that most of our buying decisions are based on the type of adverts, the type of influence, the type of content we see on social media. A lot of the things we buy, from electronics to houses to furniture to clothes to gadgets to courses we buy, even to the churches we attend these days. People go to a new community and then they go to social media and realize, oh, this church is close to me because they have social media presence. People go to attend the church. Churches now use social media as a point of evangelism. I'm going to give us different examples as we go ahead. So these are the things social media now use. And if you are not joining the trend is going to leave you behind. There used to be a time when all you go to social media to do is just read, take pictures, post it, and then leave. Now people are no longer doing pictures, people are doing videos. And people are becoming so addicted to it. They take videos of anything at all. No matter how sensitive, no matter how irritable, no matter what it is, accidents happen, good things happen, somebody's doing something on the road, people's privacy, everything is captured in video and posted on social media. So any type of content at all that you want to see, the type of things we used to hear on radio as Iriri Aye in the past. What is Iriri Aye in English now? I want to, for those who don't understand Yoruba, those are the mysterious happenings, the mysteries of the world that we used to hear on radio stations in special programs dedicated for it. Now we see them on social media. You don't even need you don't need any radio or television program to see strange things anymore. The strangest of things are now in the palm of our hands on social media. Go to Instablog Nigeria today. Go to Tunde Ednut's page. You see all sorts of things. That's what social media has become. And to you, what does this mean for you? It also means that whatever content you are able to gather, value-packed, can also reach a wide audience on social media. Instead of becoming the viewer, you can also become the actor rather than spectators. And as you become the actor, money follows. I'm going to show us different examples on the long run. So another point is the impact of artificial intelligence and algorithms on social media. Algorithms is simply they operate just like we have Android and we have iOS and co. The kind of system that operates on social media that controls what happens on social media is what we refer to as the algorithms. So there's Facebook algorithm, there is Twitter algorithm, there is Instagram algorithm, a lot of other platforms like that. That is why if I go to your social media, the type of content I see will be different from the ones you see if you come to mine. Because the algorithm on social media, what does it do? It ensures that each person's content is tailored to their preference. Okay, so you have a personalized content for you because social media wants to keep you. It doesn't want you to go. They don't want you to go out of that app. They want you to stay glued to them. Even if you can read 24 hours of the day, they are happy. If not for sleep, some people will be on social media for the rest of the world. You understand? So there is enough content to view. There is enough. You can't exhaust it. It is the one who will exhaust you. Somebody will just come to you and give you something now and say, have you seen this today? I'll say, I've social media this morning, but I didn't see this. But the person has seen it. Now, the type of things you show interest in, the algorithm studies you. It studies what you show interest in and continues to give you that kind of content always. So if I like gadgets, I will continue to see content from gadget sellers, gadget promoters, gadget reviewers, those who talk about gadgets, those who use gadgets and show them social media. Those are the type of content I will continue to see. And if you're somebody like me who loves interior design and real estate, you continue to see a lot of things on real estate and interior design. It will flood your timeline from people you follow and people you don't follow. Because why? The platform wants to keep you there. So this algorithm has become something that people go and study on its own, because you have to understand how the system works before you can perform well in that system, right? You have to understand how the system works before you can perform well in that system. So just like going to a town and strolling to see what is allowable and what is not allowable in this town. If you move to a new country, for example, for those who have jackpot to the UK, for the first few months in the UK, you study the ground. This is how they greet people. You don't greet people like this. This is how you enter train. This is how you board a bus. This is how you board a train. This is how you obey traffic. This is how you get things. This is where to buy things. The same way is how people have to study social media, know how it works. Because if you do not know how it works and you want to succeed in as an actor, not just as a viewer or a spectator, then it's very difficult. So studying the algorithms to know the peculiarities of each algorithm for Facebook, for Instagram, for all of these platforms is very important. So on the subsequent days, we are going to take each of these platforms one by one. If you have studied the course outline, you will see that we have marked different days for different platforms. So we go deeper into the intricacies of each platform, as the case may be. So then the importance of privacy and data. People are now discussing data and privacy on Instagram, on social media. Am I safe? Is my data safe? How private is my life? As a matter of fact, if you discuss something with your friend, your phone is listening to you. And before you know it, tomorrow morning, they will bring an advert about what you just discussed to you. Discuss about buying new shoes. Open Instagram in 30 minutes. And you start seeing adverts of new shoes. How did it know that you're talking that you're interested in new shoes? Because your phone microphone is listening to you and passing that message, collecting it as data, sending it to the algorithms of the different platforms. So I like somebody to unmute your microphone. Has this ever happened to you? That you are talking about something with someone, you have not, you don't even type it in chat, so you just spoke about it, and then the next thing you see are adverts about that particular thing. Do I have any witness in the house?
Yes.
Thank you. Sister Lua Bukala said yes. Any other person who has experienced the same thing? It's a small class anyway, so if you have not experienced it, that is how it happens. But thank you, Sister Lua Bukala, for your input. So this is how it has been happening, right? The algorithm studies you and brings adverts or content that relates to you because it doesn't want you to go. Now, the owners of this platform are making money. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so YouTube, even WhatsApp. Tell me, how are they making money since you are not paying to use these platforms? Or has anyone here paid to use Instagram in the last few years, or Facebook? Have you subscribed to Facebook or Instagram the way you subscribe to your DSTV? No. So how do they make money? Does anybody have a clue about how they make money? What are they selling?
They make their money based on the likes or the view. And from the data, I think that's how they make their money, through the view, through the likes.
Okay, I mean the owners of the platform, right? Like Mark Zuckerberg, who is the owner of Meta, and Elon Musk, who owns Twitter. Okay, thank you for your input. I didn't get that.
I think based on the people that log in to view people's comment, people's content,
Okay.
they gain their, and those that subscribe on a page, like, okay, I want to have a page on my own, let me subscribe. They gain their money through those people that subscribe to things like that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your input. I appreciate it. Do we have anybody with a dissenting opinion or other opinion about how people make money on social media, how the owners of this platform make money, how these organizations make money, Meta and Co? Bro Gideon, your microphone is unmuted.
I want to contribute.
Okay, please go ahead, sir.
What I feel about it is, I think they convert the data that is being consumed during the stay in the platform or on the social media. They convert it to money. That's just what I feel. Because the longer we stay on the social media, the higher the rate we charge on our data. So I think
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we have all spoken, but these are the myths and these are the beliefs we have about social media, that they make money through the data we subscribed, through the likes and comments. None of this is correct, even though they are very popular opinions. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the product they are selling is you. You, the person who registered your account on social media. Let me not say you, we are the product. They are selling us. Somebody asked me how. Now, the data you subscribed for, the money does not go to any of these platforms. The money goes to MTN or Glo or Airtel or Etisalat or whoever is providing your internet service. They don't share their money with any of these platforms. What they do is simply provide service, internet. They give you the internet. You use the internet to access other platforms. But now, Facebook is not collecting money from you, but they are collecting money from other people who are business owners, who are running ads, advertisements on these platforms, including Google. So somebody like me who has a business, I run advertisements on these platforms, and the amount I spend on ads on a monthly basis is much because of the types of things I sell. I know people who spend at least ₦1 million on adverts because they are sure it's going to generate a lot more. So when they pay this money to Facebook or to Instagram or to Twitter or to anybody they pay it to, or to TikTok, what do TikTok and Instagram and Facebook give them in return? It gives them people like you and I. That's why when you scroll on Instagram, you see sponsored on some posts. That person who posts that thing has paid them to bring them to you. So your data, the things you have told, that the things you like, all the things you have typed in your keypad that you want to buy. You see a post about shoes today, you view it, you like it. You scroll again, they show you shoes. You click it, you like it. You scroll again, few more posts, you see shoes, you click it, you like it. The algorithm registers you that this person likes shoes and is probably going to buy a shoe very soon. So they look for the adverts of those who are selling shoes, who have paid them money to show their adverts to people who are interested in shoes. So they bring the advert to you. On a daily basis, they make billions. So imagine people who are paying Facebook to do adverts in Nigeria every day. Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Sierra Leone, South Africa, USA, UK, Australia, Egypt, across the world where they use social media, India, everywhere, in billions. If each person spends a cent every day on Facebook to run adverts, multiply 1 cent by 100 million people, that's like $50 million. That's like 70-something billion in Naira, if not more. So on a daily basis, that's how they make money. They sell you and I. They sell our attention to those who are paying to buy. So each time, if you have a business on Facebook, on social media, and you are running adverts with that business, you are paying Facebook. So please put my products and my services in the front of those who are interested. You don't know them. Facebook knows them because of the ways they have behaved in the past few days on Facebook. They have shown interest in clothes. They are talking about wedding. They are talking about events. So social media is showing them adverts of event planners. They are talking about lodging in hotel in Abuja. Social media is showing them adverts of short-let apartments and hotels in Abuja because they have spoken about it. Social media know these people, but you don't. So you pay them to show your advert to those who have shown interest, and they do that. So if you are somebody like me who run adverts on social media and you have been making money like me, congratulations. But if you are not, I hope by the end of July, when we finish this course, you will have turned things around and begin to make money on social media. Because trust me, there is a lot of money on that platform. And whether you join or not, the money will keep getting into the pockets of those who know how to use them. So you can make the money from advertising products. You can make it from advertising service. People can continue to pay you directly to market for them, depending on what you are doing. As we go ahead, I'm going to show you some things. I want us to use 1 hour, 30 minutes for today's session as introduction. The normal time frame is 2 hours per day. So we're supposed to finish by 10. But I plan to use 1 hour, 30 minutes on this introduction so that in subsequent classes, we can prepare and then get set for the main content. So as it is there any question as regards where we have been so far before we move to other things? Is there any question at this particular point? If you have questions, please raise them now. Let's address them together before we move to the next few slides and call it a day. You can use the chat if you do not want to. If you don't want to unmute your microphone, I am active in the chat also. Okay, Brad Gideon says it happens a lot. I think that was referring to what I said the other time. So is there anybody who has a question or comment? Questions or comment?
Good evening.
Good evening, Brad Gideon. Please go ahead.
What I wanted to ask, though I'm feeling we will still get to know about it when the class goes on, is how those that want their advertisement to be sold, like how do they get in contact with those they will pay, that they will get paid in return. Like you said, if you want to make money on the social media, you have to make some, I think some sacrifices, like paying some people to get your product advertised to those that cares about it. So how do we get to pay those that will advertise our product to those that are interested in it?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me clarify that point. So what I said was, for those running adverts on social media, we pay Facebook to show our content to those who are interested in it. So there are different types of marketing on social media now, different types of adverts. We have influencer marketing. That's the one where you see Instablog Nigeria advertising one particular product to you. People pay Instablog Nigeria directly because they have a lot of followers. They believe if I pay these people, a lot of people are going to see my content and they will engage with it. That's influencer marketing. Facebook or Instagram does not know anything about that one. You are paying an individual or an organization on these platforms to help you advertise your products. But apart from this, right, there are other adverts. The one that just comes to you as a normal post, but underneath them, you will see something like sponsored. A lot of examples. I'm going to take us through all these platforms and show us examples. If you have been using social media very well, for most especially Instagram, after at least 3 posts, you are going to see sponsored ads. Somebody you are not following, whose content just comes to your timeline because they are running advertisements. So these are the ones who use complex type of marketing. They use targeting. They set who they want to target. I can target people in Ikorodu who just moved to a new apartment from age 36 to age 50, who are interested in fashion, who are interested in fashion accessories, who are interested in clothing, who are interested in. I will choose my targets and run my adverts and put my content out there. And Facebook is going to do that for me, right? Facebook is going to launch the advert for me without me doing any other thing aside just putting my content out there and setting the people I want. So what the advert does is that it allows you to target different people according to your own specified objectives. So I can target people from age 18 to age 30. I can target people from age 25 to age 50, depending on the type of product I sell. Do I have any business owner here? Please indicate. I want to make an example. I don't want to be talking in the abstract. So I want to make an example of somebody who's running a business. Tell me what you said, and then we can use your business as an example in class. That's an advantage for you. Anybody who runs a business or you provide a service, tell us the type of service you provide, and then we can go ahead and use you as an example. Anybody? I'd like somebody to raise his hand and give us an example of a product. We have 9 people in class and nobody is a business owner. Do you sell anything at all? Even if you are not yet on Facebook or on Instagram or any other on social media, just tell us what you sell. Let's take it from there. I feel like using an example that will benefit all of us now. Don't be shy. Anyone?
Hello, good evening.
Okay. Good evening. Gideon, is that you?
Yes, sir. This is Gideon.
All right, please go ahead.
I don't sell anything, but I render service. Let me put it like that. I am
Service in what area?
I'm a mechanical engineer. I repair cars.
Okay, good. Good. All right, thank you very much. So we use that example. Brother, let me say, Mr. Lawal Adekoye, your hand is up. Please unmute your microphone.
Yeah, just like the other brother that spoke about his service, I also render service, automobile technician.
Okay.
Still the same service.
Automobile technician. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so as it stands, we have 2 examples, and both examples are automobile technicians. I have a lot of examples of automobile technicians on social media who are doing beautifully well. So let's say, as an automobile technician, how do I start on social media? By creating content. Back in those days, when we say somebody's an automobile technician, people call them mechanic and they think it's a dirty job. It's a lucrative job that makes a lot of money these days. A very lucrative job. 10, 20 years ago, maybe we don't have as much cars as we have now. But now that we have several cars, people have problems. What's the number one problem of a car owner? A trusted person with their service. How can I find a trusted auto technician who is going to repair my car, who has a pedigree, who has history, and who has been publicly verified to provide this service? Who is not going to use my car as a testing ground? That's what people want. Those are the problems people are facing. And how do you summon that? I create content. There's a car before me. What has happened to this car? The carburetor has issues. The fuel pump has issues. Give me examples of what can happen to a car. And then, what was the cause? You go ahead and educate people on what the cause of those kind of problems can be. Educate them on how to avoid the causes. Don't think because you're educating them, they won't come to you. They will still come because things will still happen. People will service their cars. Cars will get damaged. People will hit pothole. People will do a lot of things with the car. And then we have a reason to find another technician to repair it for them. Why will they choose you above the Sabiu or the Lekon or the, what's it called, behind their house. Is the kind of content you have put to their faces over time. You have established yourself as an authority before them. You have created content on the best practices in the morning when you wake up with your car. What are the things to check? What are the red flags? What does what light mean? This particular light means this. When you want to buy a car, what should you look out for in a Nigerian used car? These are the different kinds of content that you can create as an auto technician. You create these things for free. People continue to engage. People continue to come to your page. And there's a guy I follow. He talks about cars, the different mix of cars, Honda, Toyota, the different problems each of those cars have. A lot of mechanics know this. A lot of technicians, they have this knowledge, but no, they are not putting it out there. So if you have good communication skill with your technical skill of auto technician, then you are in good place. Create a social media platform, engage people. Once a car was brought to you, this is the problem of the car, and this is what you're able to do to solve it. Put it out there. People will continue to follow you. When their cars have such problem, they will come to you. Now that you have told me what you do, I'm going to include an example of auto technicians who have become successful on social media in one of my examples in the coming classes. So please don't miss it. I'm going to dwell more on it. Since I have 2 people in my class who are auto technicians, I am very particular about you being successful in your field and use social media as a vehicle for your success. So thank you very much for sharing your examples. Now, how do you run adverts as an auto technician? I just go on Facebook and type, you can create a content, maybe a video, and tell them why they should bring their car to you, what you offer, and the assurance you are giving them. Create it in form of a video, and then target people from age 30-something and above who are able to buy car owners. And you can even type the type of car and the location. Facebook gives you the opportunity to type location, the location you want to target. If you are in Ikeja, if you are in Lagos generally, target it. You already know the age group of your customers, people who have access to cars. Maybe it's 30 to age 50, something, or to age 60, or to infinitum. Just add it. And then what are they interested in? Luxury cars, Toyota. Type the make of cars that you are specialized in. Type it there. They are all available to target on Facebook advertisement. And Facebook will look for people who are in that category for you. Let me tell you let me give you an example today in class. I sell imported furniture as a part of my businesses. This is a real life example of what I do. And I target people. Now, close to the election time, when I know all these politicians are sharing money, I target politicians in my adverts who wants to buy imported furniture. Anytime they go to Abuja to go and do their primary election and they just finish sharing their dollars, I target them in my adverts. And trust me, within few days, they come calling. How much is this? When can I get this? Can you deliver to this? Can you deliver to this? Because I targeted them in my adverts and they come back to me. So you can use real-time happenings to dictate how you target people on social media. I'm going to go into the details later. Let me not bore us with all these things for now. Today is for introduction. I like the way the class is engaging and then how we are pushing ourselves so far. It's very beautiful. But in the course of the class, we will go into the details of all these things and how it will benefit us. So let's stop there for now and go ahead with other examples before we call it a day. So if you have benefited anything so far, please just go to the chat and type the class is making sense. Just go to the chat and type something there for me before I go ahead. Somebody's microphone is unmuted. Mr. Lawal, do you want to say something to us? Okay, the class is making sense thank you very much, Toluwa Bukola. I am blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead. The impact of social media on business and personal branding. I think we have discussed this. Business use social media for marketing, for customer service, and for brand building. So over time, there are people that we don't even know their physical office address, right? I'm going to give a lot of examples about myself and then a lot about other people. But trust me, every example I give to you, use it for the purpose of education, right? So some people's businesses are built solely on social media, no physical address. I know people who sell things from their house. They go to the market, buy wares, buy different stocks of different things, kitchen items, different things you can talk about, fashion items, different things, put it in their own house. Find a corner of their living room, display it there, snap pictures, beautiful pictures, put it on social media, and they are selling out on a daily basis. People think they have a big store, but they don't have. All they have is that small corner in their living room, and they use dispatch riders to send orders out. For beginners, they do payment on delivery. After then, they put their faces there and tell you there's no payment on delivery. And people keep coming and they keep paying for their products. And even for service providers, people sell courses on social media. You don't even know anything about them beyond their faces and the courses they sell, and they make millions. Because of the type of things I do, I keep learning every day on social media. I have paid people in thousands to learn on social media, different type of courses. I've been running social media hard now. Social media adverts. I've been running it, like I said in the beginning, for more than 9 years now. Going to 10 years in the next year that we're going to approach. And I still continue to pay for courses, even till today, to learn more about the changing algorithm, the changing faces of social media marketing. So these people who I am buying from, they are people like me who are just bold enough to put their content out there. I trust them enough to buy from them, and I pay them my money, and I get value from it. I don't need to know where they are. I don't need to visit anywhere. The course I buy, I watch it on my phone, get satisfied, and apply it in my own venture. So this is how it has been. This is the kind of life people now live, where you do not need a physical space to make money. Social media is enough. You see, so people build brand. We know people. Somebody just, we saw this video on the screen. I mean, this picture, I took a screenshot of this from a video. This lady on the screen is working for a brand called Eleanor Asiku on Instagram. You can check them out. I have bought beef several times from this brand. Anytime I feel like eating beef, I just order and they bring it to my house in Ikorodu. They are in Agege. They have their own slaughterhouse. They kill several cows a day, and they get orders from different parts of Lagos on daily basis. And the owner of this business is a lady who now resides in the UK, but the business still exists in Nigeria. They kill cows on daily basis, send dispatch riders out to deliver the cows. Because I do not have the time to go and visit one cow seller in the market, and because the cows they sell moderately in the market, they do not add the back, the skin is not usually included. So these ones include the skin. Because I like to eat the skin of the cow with the meat, so I prefer their own choice and I go for them. And they market their products shamelessly on social media, because there's no shame about what gives you money, right? So I took this screenshot and deliberately put it here to serve as an example for us. This is a lady who is selling cow meat. Before, we think only men who have knives and what's it called, and cutlasses sell meat in the market. But ladies now do it. She employs people to do these things for her, and she's making more money than any guy you see in a Greek or in a Ikorodu garage who is selling beef. I can give you that assurance. She makes a lot more money than them, because one, she's delivering to people beyond location. Location is not a problem for her. For her, people in a Greek or in what's it called, in garage, can only be patronized by people within Ikorodu, or people who even live close to garage to market to go to that market. But this lady sends markets to Lekki, to Aja, to Ikorodu. People like me here in Ikorodu buy from her, to Ketu, to Ikeja, to different parts of Lagos on daily basis, and generate millions. She's going to deliver tomorrow, and people who are going to buy tomorrow they have placed their orders today, and by very early tomorrow morning they start the packaging, and by before 12 p.m. orders have gone out, and they are finished for that day, waiting for weekend again. That's how they do their business. So think of any business at all. If somebody can sell beef on social media, what else can people sell? Tell me, is there any other thing that you can't sell? Nothing else. So this is how much social media has improved people's lives. And this is how much people are generating money on social media. So businesses now use social media to build their brand down for personal branding. Whatever service you provide as a service provider, you can establish yourself as an authority in your field. People see auto technicians on the roadside every day, but people are skeptical. Why should they choose the one they choose? I can have a car in Ikorodu and my mechanic is in Ikeja. And I leave all the auto technicians in Ikorodu for Ikeja because I trust him. That's how people are loyal to. Even barbers, people who cut ears, now go to social media to advertise. They show you their space. You want to go to a barbering salon where there is AC, where there is comfort and convenience, not where you'll be barbering your hair and then flies will be flying all around you. You want to go to a very nice place. So by showing their salon, by seeing the pictures of their salon, how cozy the environment and comfortable it is, you want to go there and barb. You want to have that experience. So they are selling that experience to you. Your mouth becomes just like somebody wants to sell food and they put a picture of a bowl of rice with chicken and everything on it. You begin to salivate before you even see the food. That's what people do on social media. Make people want what you do. Make people want your products. Let them feel like they are missing out if they are not buying from you. If they are not coming to you, doesn't feel that they're missing out. That's what content creation is all about. And that's how people make money. So let's go to the next. I'm going to show us some people. I like this one to be interactive. Just unmute your microphone. If you know anyone in this next slide, let me know. We have something on our screen here. If there's any one of these people that you know, just point them out to me. I'd like you to unmute your microphone.
Aproko doctor.
Aproko doctor.
Thank you very much. Any other person?
I know this lady cooking, but I don't really know her name.
Lazarus.
Then this is
Lazarus, Aproko doctor, and Hilda. I think that is not Hilda. I think those are the three I know.
So then this joint as the other man on the last row. That's okay, Aproko doctor and the other man. So I know them on Twitter.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me start with Aproko doctor. Aproko doctor is an example of someone who provides a service and has successfully created a brand for himself on social media. Before now, doctors are known to be inside one office with stethoscope in their necks, attending to patients and shouting on nurses every day. That's what we used to know for doctors, right?
Yes.
Everything has changed. This guy's changed the face of medicine in Nigeria, such that people now trust what Aproko doctor says above what any other doctor, even their own doctor, says. He has created this brand. And he continues to talk to people about their health, the need to drink water, the need to do exercise, the need to stop certain kind of lifestyle, the need to stop certain kind of food at a certain age, the need to not eat at a certain time of the day. He continues to educate people for free. He doesn't charge anybody to come to a class and teach them about what we pay to go and do in the hospital. This guy, though he doesn't prescribe on social media, which is okay because it is against the ethics of medicine to do prescriptions without a test or without physically seeing patients or observing their history. But what it does, it broke the norm. Like, it's not the first doctor is going to open social media accounts. But most doctors on social media just go there to feel like you and I. They go there to see what is happening on Instablog Nigeria. The kind of knowledge he has, other doctors have. We even have senior doctors who have more knowledge than him, than he does, right? But he has gone beyond just coming to social media and viewing stories and seeing who fought who yesterday, whose money was stolen, what did Portable say, what did Davido do, all those kind of content we consume. He came here and become an actor. And that is what I'm charging us to become today. Not just social media data wasters, but actors on this platform, right? This guy changed the face of medicine such that we now know who he is. In fact, his name was the first person to be pointed out here tonight. Now, go and compare the kind of video he did 3 years ago to what he does now. He has improved over time. He started small. He started from his pace. Just start with what you have. People will continue to listen to you. This guy, I was listening. They see you today, they see you tomorrow. By next tomorrow, they follow you and continue to listen to what you have to say. And before you know, you are creating a community gradually on social media. And in the next 1 year, people start taking you serious. Now, what is the update on Aproko Doctor now? Aproko Doctor now does adverts for Milo. He now does adverts for different water brand. I mean, for a water brand. It's now brand ambassador for different companies who are producing nutritional products, water, anything that has to relate with human being and health generally. Recently, I saw him advertise Milo for kids. So this brand, because he has now created a community for himself, he now is now a medical influencer, an influencer in the health sector that people trust, that people listen to. So anything he says, people will buy. So people now use him to market their products as an influencer, which is influencer marketing, the one I talked about the other time. So what he does was just creating content free of charge. But now he's making money because why? People now pay him to help advertise their products. Anywhere you see a product, even he advertises products that have nothing to do with health. Why? Because even those who are going to buy cars, people who are going to live in houses, who are going to buy clothes, they listen to him. Apart from the health thing that he influences, people listen to him. So everybody knows that when a doctor talks about your product, a lot of people will listen to him. So they go for him. That is how it has been. Right? And that's what is possible. Now, Pastor Femi Lazarus. It is true that pastors have been preaching on radio, on TV, so even on social media. But his own team went a step further. They make sure they create beautiful videos. And his videos are not just videos specifically meant for social media. They extract these videos from live preachings, the preachings he did in churches or in programs. They extract them, join them together in such a way that it will captivate you. And for just 1 minute of video, you are blessed. Right? The same preaching will go to church every Sunday to listen to. This man his team comes together and puts out a summary within 1 minute and puts out bullet points that you will listen to him and you feel as if you are the one he's talking to, whereas he's just talking. So he has been able to influence people on social media, bringing the gospel of Christ to social media. So it's not limited to those who are selling clothes or those who are selling furniture like myself, or those who are in auto technician, or those who are teaching language like Brother Tosin. Brother Tosin didn't want to talk the other time. I was expecting him to talk and tell us what he did. So what he does actually. So people come out and put out their products out there. Now, this lady on the left, her name is Fine Funky. Some of the ladies who buy bags, we know this lady on Instagram. She started small. Fine Funky is now a brand that many ladies resonate with on social media. She imports a container full of bags. I don't know if you understand what a container means. A container, and you know how small bags are. You know the number of bags that will fill a container. She imports a container full of bags now and sells out within a month and goes back to China to import another. Sometimes she sells out a container before the end of a month. So in a month, she can sell out more than a container. You know the number of people that have to buy from you before you can sell out a container of bags. That is what is possible on social media. Last year, I know of a lady who sells kuli kuli and said in 2023, total revenue before profit, total revenue nearly, she made up to 1 billion naira selling kuli kuli. On this social media, different supermarkets come to her to order kuli kuli. She has to make kuli kuli. She will just brand the kuli kuli and send it out. Just send the kuli kuli out. There was a time a lady was selling hair. I've forgotten her name now. She sells hair. I mean, all these ladies hair on social media. And what happens? People paid money in advance for ears that are not ready. That's the power of marketing on social media. How can we sleep on this? It's not possible. We can't continue to sleep on this and just continue to be spectators and not actors in this field. And the funny thing about this is that there's a lot of money to be made. Whether you join or you don't join, children who are still in primary school today will join in future and still make money there. So what will be the advantage of you who is already alive, who is already awake, who is already grown, who is already doing business before they were born? Why not join up and start making your own money before they come and become your competitor? Because whether you like it or not, it will happen. People have been selling furniture on social media long before I began furniture business. I started making my own money there too. People will join tomorrow and start making money because there's a lot of money to be made. People will keep building houses in Nigeria every year, no matter how worse the government is. Right? Sometimes I sell so much that I say, and people are saying there's no money in town. People are still buying imported furniture of up to 2 million naira, 3 million naira in their houses because people will continue to buy. It is you who have not found the right audience. When you market a product and somebody says it's expensive, check yourself. You are the one selling to the wrong people. There are others out there who are willing to pay times 2 for the product or service you offer. What you just need to do is look for them. If you have not found them, keep looking. You will find them. I'm not promising you that it is easy. No, that's not the promise. The promise is it is out there. Consistency, being persistent, being creative, continuing generating value, we get you to where these people are today. That somebody's already making the money in billions does not mean that somebody who starts today will not still make our own or his own money. So don't be afraid, right? This other lady here, the third from the right, no, from the left, 1, 2, 3, the one beside Aproko Doctor to the right. She's a chef. She cooks. Diary of a Kitchen Lover. That's what her name is on Instagram. Diary of a Kitchen Lover. A lot of people who cannot cook or who are not familiar with certain recipes go to her page to watch her cook, and she cooks fine. And how does she make money? People book her to come and cook for their events. People who sell cooking products, Maggi, plates, blenders, all type of products, come to her page to give her for free and pay her to use their products so she can market it. For example, she has above 300,000 followers on Instagram. So imagine she using a particular seasoning in her cooking, and more than 100,000 people are seeing that video. That seasoning is going to sell out because they want to test it too. This is what their influencer is using. They want to try it too. Anytime they want to make that recipe, they want to try that seasoning. She's using Buchi mix. There was a time that people are blending anything on social media with Buchi mix. They would just carry anything, blend anything together as a kind of trend, and became a trend. People bought Buchi mix blender. A lot of people bought because they believe it can blend anything. Put your coconut, put your ginger, put your corn, put anything in it. It will blend it. And they sell so much products within that period because influencers were marketing it for them. And they were paying these people money to market their products. They are making the money. These influencers too are making money. So I've given us examples of pastor. I've given us an example of somebody who provides services like a chef and an Aproko Doctor. I've also given us an example of somebody who sells bags and shoes. So what are you waiting for? Whatever it is you sell, you can put it out there. Continue putting it out there. The day of 1 like, the day of 2 likes, the day of no like at all, it will come. You will pass that stage and move to the next stage. Where people you don't know continue to send message to you and ask you, how far? Can I buy this? Where can I get this? How much is this? And that's how marketing starts. And gradually, when somebody buys, it means there are a lot, thousands of other people like that person who just bought. And they are out there waiting for you to see, waiting to see your product in their faces. And they will buy from you also. That's the power of social media that we are about to unlock in the next few weeks as we continue in this session. So, benefits of leveraging social media for growth and networking. 1, the network opportunities on social media. I've met people I would never have met if I still work in the, maybe I will have met them, but not in the same capacity. I've met senators, I've met House of Rep members in this country who have bought from me and patronized what I, just because they saw my advert and they came to showroom and they bought. Right? Until now, we still maintain relationship. When they have friends who need furniture, they call me to come and supply. That's the kind of networking you create. And beyond selling, you meet people who become friends. I have somebody in Ibadan who has put my product in the face of more than 3 friends. He has referred me to more than 3 friends who have bought from me. And if I tell you how we met, the first time we met, he didn't buy from me. He saw my product, he liked it, but his wife insisted that he wanted something else. So he bought that thing. But I still maintained relationship. I kept on chatting him. So he was surprised that despite not buying from me, I still maintained relationship with him. So when other friends wanted to buy, he always sent them to me. And I have sold to more than 3 of his friends. And more will still come. That's how you leverage and meet people. I've met somebody in a highly placed position in this country who patronized me, bought from him. I gave him discounts, we became friends. And when I had other issues apart from what I sell at all, I called upon him and he answered. So these are the kind of networking, these are the kind of people you meet, these are the kind of advantages you have just because you use social media. And that's how it works, right? So you have opportunity to network, you can build community, like I said before, you can build a community of people who become, just like some of us are part of the communities of Aproko Doctor, part of the communities of Pastor Lazarus, part of the communities of this lady who is a chef, who cooks. Such is how you can also create your own community of people who become loyal to your brand. They continue to patronize you. They continue to refer you. The same way you defend your church, they continue to defend you as if they are defending their faith because they like you, what you do. They have patronized you. You have established relationship. They think you are the best in what you do, and nobody can tell them otherwise. Because over time, you have proven yourself to be a person of value, and that is how it's going to continue. So let's expose ourselves to these values we want to create within the next few days as we take questions and answers for today and call it a day. That is what I have for you today. In the subsequent sessions, it won't be much about talking. It will be more about showing. I will be showing you live from these platforms what to do, how to do it, and the results we hope to get. So today's introduction, I hope you have learned a little from this introduction and what lies ahead. If you know anyone who registered and has not come into the session, please call them, tell them what you learned today, and tell them not to miss the class next Tuesday. It is true that it is free, but if I'm going to do this for anybody out there, they are going to pay a lot. I paid a lot to learn some of the things I'm going to share with us now, but this is free. And because it is free, it's why we should get this opportunity once and for all. Grab it with all your chest, leverage on it, ponder on it, and put it into action. And trust me, with the name of God, it's going to work for you, just like it has worked for other people that we now use as examples today, right? So if you have questions, please throw them at me. Let's go over them before we call it a day. Thank you very much. Questions, comments, anyone, contributions, I'd like to hear them before we go.
Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening, Sister Oluwatosin. You are live. We can hear you.
Okay, all right, sir. So what I want to ask is that these products, you put them on your, like for Facebook, do you just put them on your timeline, then people view, then you make your money from it, or how do you do it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. To answer that, though we are still going into Facebook on one of those days, where we are going to discuss in details. But let me just give a brief introduction into what that entails. Creating a platform on Facebook, like a Facebook page for your business. Put the name of the business. It does not have to be government registered. Just put the name you want to bear live on that page. I will teach us how to create pages on Facebook. Then put this on Facebook, consistently putting out products. Don't get tired. Even though nobody sees it, put it there. The things I have put on my profile years ago when I started my business, people still go there today to point them to me and ask me if they are available. Despite that, when I posted them, nobody saw them then. But it is there. Keep it there. The platform will save it for you there. People will keep scrolling and they will scroll to it one day and say, oh, do you still have this? And then you will have it and sell. You understand? So it just making, and one other thing, what sells most now is pictures. When I mean pictures, I make quality pictures, whether in video or in static pictures. It has to be quality. It shows the product clearly, beautifully, such that people will like to see it. Two people can be selling the same thing. Maybe they sell wristwatches. Somebody shows his wristwatch in the case, but the camera quality is poor. Another one shows the wristwatch on the wrist of somebody who is wearing it with a very clean camera. The same wristwatch, somebody calls his own 50K. The other one calls his own 30K, the same wristwatch. But then I went for the one of 50K just because the person used a very clear picture to show me that the product is beautiful. So you are showcasing your product to the world by just posting, like the way we post on our status. In fact, in case you are surprised, part of what we are going to learn is how to use WhatsApp. This same WhatsApp that we use to communicate, how to use it to market. I'm going to teach us that also. Some days I make money on WhatsApp. And you don't advertise on WhatsApp, you just post on status, it's free. But I make money on WhatsApp also. But you have to work to that level and then start to make money for you. So we get into all these details, but just know that it is possible. Open your mind for the next few days, and then things will continue to enter. I hope I've been able to answer that to some extent. Just stay in class. The day of Facebook is coming, where we are going to details.
Okay, thank you, sir. So
Thank you
another
very much.
question.
All right.
Is it necessary or is it compulsory for you to have like government backings or like getting some, for example, the CAC certificates for all this? Thank you.
Thank you. For a start, you don't need it. The only exception is when you are selling health-related products that requires that government approves or NAFDAC approves it before you can put it to the public. If you are not selling any of those products, if you're just selling items like clothes, like normal household items, kitchen things, just have a name in your mind. You do not necessarily need to register your business to start. But as you go ahead, because as the business continues to generate money, you realize there's a need for you to register your business and have a business name. For example, before, when I started, I didn't register. And like I said, I sell imported furniture. Somebody wants to pay 1.2 million, 1.5 million to you in 2021, and you are giving them Access Bank, they are thinking, why? So, but because of my communication skills, God gave me that gift. I was able to convince a lot of people to buy from me, but I kept having that problem. So when the time is right, you will know yourself that it's time to register this business. So that if you give me your business name, I want to buy clothes from you, and you give me Oluwatosin something as your account number to pay to, I may pay. Some people will just ignore and not pay. But when they see Tosin Ventures Limited, in fact, not necessarily limited, Tosin Ventures or something, bank name, they realize, okay, this is a business account. It creates credibility for your business. But you don't have to start there. Just start the way you are. Over time, as the business continues to generate revenue, you will know what the next step is. It's just development. You understand? So development comes as the business grows. Everything will be pointed to you at the right time. Then you need to do what?
Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry, sir, I want to ask one last question.
Please go ahead.
Okay, the question is, okay, what about we that don't have business that we are doing right now, and we are learning this also? What's your advice?
Okay, so as it stands, there is always a lot of things to do. Even if you don't have one now, I'm very sure there is something going in your mind that you are planning to do. So learn the skill. And when the time is right, you apply it to what you want to do. It may be service provision. Maybe you have a skill you want to sell. Sell the skill. I'm a fashion designer. I'm a tailor. I'm into tailoring. I can teach. I can do this. Even people now do drop shipping. You know what drop shipping means. Drop shipping is where you don't have the product, but you know the person who sells the product at wholesale price. So you go to them, partner with them, collect pictures of the product, put it on social media, market the product. People make inquiries from you. The product is 500 naira from the seller. You had your own 300 naira to make 800 naira and sell it. They pay, you pay the owner and deliver. A lot of people do that, and you don't even know that's what they do. So there's a lot of businesses as it is, this class is not for business ideas, right? So, but just ruminate over it, think over it. Anything you have in mind that you want to do, you can always apply the skills you're about to teach and use it to market it to the world. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm good, sir.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other question or comments? If there's no question, I need a comment, and then you can call it a day. It's 9:36. You're supposed to end by 10, but it's 9:36. So let's call it a day so we can prepare for work. No, there's no work tomorrow. Tomorrow is public holiday, June 12th. Wow, beautiful. So, any comments before we go?
Sorry, sir. Is it going to be holding every Tuesday like this? Because it was
Yes,
formerly
every Tuesday till July.
Oh, all right, sir.
So I didn't get that.
Because it was formerly Sunday that was communicated to us that we had the class.
Okay, are you on the group?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'm going to post the schedule again, the timetable. We have 3 courses. No, 4 courses actually. We have, what's the name of the first course? Use of productivity tools. That will be handled by Brashui, and that will hold every Sunday. This is unlocking the power of social media and video editing, taken by me, that happens every Tuesday. And then there is navigating your path and your career in IT, that happens every Thursday. The one for snack making and co, I think we have not decided the date for that one yet. When we decide, it will be communicated. So there are 3 courses holding now every week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. There are different courses with different instructors. So I think Brashui's own was postponed from Sunday to hold tomorrow. That's the one for productivity tools. So I'm waiting for comments from people. Don't use the chats. Open your microphone and talk to me if you are not sleeping yet. People sleeping already.
Hello, good evening.
You have been very active. Thank you, sir.
I want to get something clear. I don't know
Okay.
how far it is. Though I'm not a social media type of person, but I'm hoping if I get to use it for business and make more income. So that's what we all plan for, to make more income. I think I will be able to put more effort into it. But I heard about something about this TikTok. When you get more followers or maybe you get more people that are following you get paid back from TikTok directly. So I want to know if it is actually true. So if we are getting more followers on TikTok, I don't know if it is true they will pay us back directly for the followers we are giving to them.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. It is social media monetization. That is where people get paid for content they put out. It's happening on Facebook already. It has been happening on YouTube for a long time, and I think TikTok is also doing it. So when you get to a certain level of followers and you continue to put out content out there, and people engage with your content, they pay you. It is true. The reason is this: people like Sabinus, like the comedians, like the content creators, like those who post movies and go on social media, they are the ones who keep people active on social media, right? You want to go and watch comedians, you want to go and watch comedians' new release, you want to go and do, you want to go to social media just for entertainment purpose. So they are the ones who keep people coming. The platform is looking for a way to reward them so they can keep posting content. Because if people don't come, they won't see adverts, right? So they want to keep rewarding people who keep coming to those platforms, to use the platforms. That's why they do revenue sharing. The total money they make for that month, they share among those who are present, those who are putting out content with certain level of followers and content engagements, right? So they share their revenues with them. So it is true if you have a certain level of followers, but I'm not sure the number of followers you have to have before you can do that. But it's available now where you monetize. Even Instagram, you do it now. as a content creator with many followers and many engagements, you create the share revenue with you at the end of each month, maybe weekly or monthly, I don't know. The share revenue with you in dollars. I think that's correct. So it's another way to make money, just creating content, beautiful content, different type of content on social media. So people even create content without, you don't even know who is behind the page, or you go there to watch entertainment every time, and they get rewarded by the platform itself. So it is true.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments or questions? I need a comment at least before we go to bed. So, Bratosin, are you still here? I hope you are not asleep.
I'm still here, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.